Welcome back. It's myself and Mr. X doing some COD League action. We're all tied up here in the first game of the day. It's Denial taking on JusTus 1-1. CTF Biolab, and Matt, something really interesting that myself and Puckett brought up earlier on is we're seeing so many more flag caps in CTF. Every single game yesterday of CTF had a minimum of 3 or more flag caps. We had one which had something like 10 flag caps, and that's crazy considering at the very beginning of the game we saw people play CTF so slowly where we're only seeing maybe 1 or 2 flags.
But I think at that it was played a little bit slower because, because of that bow, you're not able to really, get in those close quarter engagements because it's so great from long range. But you see, Mochilla be able to pull a flag right off the bat, and it looks like he's only got 1 player to beat back at their base. If they can take him out, that's going to be an early flag cap for JusTus.
It's going to be attached though, and Mochilla's going to spot him, and that's going to be 1-0 already in favor of this JusTus lineup. And no one on the now bar Zuma with a kill, and Zuma only has 1. Meanwhile, Mochilla, Slacked, and Classic kicking things off 3-0. So already a big difference in that scoreboard.
Yeah, already a huge difference in the scoreboard. I mean, Mochilla 3-1 now, Classic 4-0, Slack 4-0. I mean, just dominating the kill feed from JusTus, and it looks like they're going to be pulling another flag. And Denial, they need to get something going on, the kill feed. And I'm just going to go through their guns real quick, Ben, and I'm just going to point something out. It might not mean anything still, but they are running 1 ASM1, and you see that they're actually switched to 2. Saints actually just pulled 1 out, so it'll be interesting to see if they're able to get more offense going now.
Well, they need to do something. But I mean, right now they just need kills because
they're getting
in
dominated in the kill feed.
6-0 for both of those 2 players as they both go down at the same time. My bad. Mochilla 6-1, Enable 3-1. So only 4 deaths between them all. As Enable just playing some solid base defense, picks up 1, he's looking for the second, finally falls, replays. The most kills on the team at 2 is trying to pull the flag away.
Yeah, 3 minutes to go in the round, 1 person with 2 kills, that's your lead slayer. But if they can get a flag out of this, and he's only got 2 kills, I mean, that is absolutely huge. But looks like he is actually going to be taken out, and they're not going to be able to get that flag.
Meanwhile, Classic, he has pulled Denial's flag. He's 7-1, and he's feeling so confident. He's looking for kills as well with the flag. Attach is going to challenge Classic. Now needs to stay alive. Replays is going to be on the opposite flag using Stim, and that's a good play there, really, from Denial just to try and get that flag away. However, Classic is going to clean up that kill there on Zuma. So both flags away from base. Classic is going to have 1 player challenging from the left-hand side, and he just cleans him up so easily. Nice play coming in from Classic. Attach has gone down. Flag goes in 3-0 with 2.5 minutes still to play.
Mochilla kills him on the flag, and Mochilla is going to actually pull it again. And if you just look at your minimap, Benson, there is absolutely nobody going to stop him from scoring this right now. Looks like they're going to actually stun the player with the flag. He's going to have a very difficult time getting away, but JusTus is off to a hot start.
Yeah, they really are. Saints 4-8. He falls. So with 2 minutes left, both flags back on their base, and I don't know what Denial need right now. Maybe it's a Christmas miracle, but they need something. They're just not clicking here on CTF Biolab. All players with 4 kills. Meanwhile, you have Mochilla, Classic, Slack with double digits and growing. They're just getting completely outslayed, dominated. They've got no map control either. Yeah,
Denial, they're pulling the flag, and they're not killing anybody, so they're just pulling the flag out, and they're not really getting anywhere with it. They end up just running into counter caps. They're giving JusTus easy counter caps. See right there, the kill feed dominated by JusTus. They're just gonna have to rotate all the way around with the flag. They're gonna have another. So this is usually where, I mean, probably past that point a little bit, to be honest, where usually say you like to stop the bleeding, so to speak, like kind of bleeding out. You need to really just make 1 play happen, just kind of bring everything back to normal. But Denial just can't make anything, can't get anything to go in their way.
No, Classic with some solid defensive play, picks up 1. He knows Zuma's going to be pushing and should be able to clean up that kill. Doesn't actually pick that one up, so Enable running down that far lane. He should be able to get that as we finally get to change on with him. Zuma has counterpulled, but this is 5-0 at the half. This is just out of control.
Oh, it was 5-0 at the half. I mean,
luckily it's been
you kind of say it's over, but even now, 4 caps. Denial gonna have to get at least 5 in the second half if they want to win. So it's gonna be a tough mountain to climb. Especially look at the kills, Ben. Look at how bad they're getting outslayed right now.
Yeah, Classic is 18 of those kills.
It looks like they're going to be able to get another flag.
Host too.
They're set up to get another flag.
Host, or is it still JusTus? Actually, did they change host?
No, I don't believe they changed host.
Okay, I was going to say, because if this was Denial's host, that's cray-cray.
Classic goes 20 kills in the first half. Unreal. There's nothing you can say about that. I mean, Denial just kind of... They got dominated in that first half. That wasn't close at all.
No. That was not PG friendly either. 17-6, 5 streak for Mochilla. 20-4, 6 streak for Classic. More importantly, the overall score 5-0 in favor of JusTus. And honestly, if Denial come back into this game, it's gonna be an amazing comeback. But what do they need to do to come back into this game?
They need to kill. It sounds as silly as it is. They need to kill people. I mean, you're not going to win respawn games, you know, and you have players. They're what combined. They have 24 kills as a team.
Yeah, it's not going to attach his aim. Just all of a sudden going everywhere there. Does pick up the assist, but needed some help there from replays. And already you see plays from JusTus already at the Denial flag as Attach trying to make a pull happen. That's not going to help. Replays trying to go for a pull, needs to pick up the flag, does so now. Enable's already managed to run the flag though away. So JusTus looking pretty good here. Replay's desperate to try and put Denial on the ball, but there's going to be a player waiting for him around this corner. Replays needs to be careful. I think, did he just hear him? He's actually got 2 players ready and waiting to kill him. He needs to get this flag, his teammates need to get the return, but he just jumps around the corner a bit too eagerly. And Zuma is going to have to pull a flag now again. Yeah, and Zuma's going to be chased by another player from JusTus, but looks like that player is actually going to be taken out. It looks like Zuma is going to be able to get at least one count. No, but he goes up top instead of just running it in, and it looks like it's going to be, it's actually going to be picked up by replays, but he is going to be the only one over there, and no, Ben, this does not look good for Denial. They're kind of a mess right now in CTF. This is not good. Yeah, they're not in sync, I think is the best way of really explaining it. Players just making some questionable moves, but finally 4 players go down. Denial able to pick up some kills. 3.5 minutes left. They need 5 flags just to send this to overtime, and in all honesty, this is getting a little bit out of hand. JusTus really making a point right here. 3 more players go down for Denial. The slaying column continues to grow for the JusTus lineup, and putting up a real good show of how you want to play CTF on this map. I mean, going into this second half, Denial as a team was only outslaying Classic by 4 kills. A pretty huge display right there out of Classic, obviously, for JusTus, but you can see just kind of the disparity in the kill column. Yep, definitely a huge factor as Replays has pulled the flag, and I think he's, at this point, I think it's fair to say he's given up. He's just knifing the window, and he was trying to go suicidal there, but Zuma's 8-23, Replays 9-21 as he goes down, and Denial, no, they're not coming back into this game, to be honest with you, so that's going to be JusTus with a 2-1 advantage now in the series. It's going to be Detroit uplink, so I assume we're going to change host after this, and it should go back to Denial, because JusTus didn't actually change from that second map, so that's a tactical decision by Denial too, it's worth mentioning, because Denial, as the home team, would get to choose which maps they want to host. 1, 3, and 5 normally is what people go for, but they've gone for 1, 4, and 5, so that's a risky play from Denial. Yeah, it's a very interesting play from Denial, and you see the players from Denial, they don't even want to play the last 2 minutes. I mean, 6-0. Yeah, it's a waste of time, but you know, you can either take this loss 2 ways, Ben. You can either just kind of laugh it off and say, ah, whatever, like, you know, we just got dominated that map, like, let's just, like, put it away. Or, I mean, they could be kind of, you know, angry and agitated at each other, and I think that would be the worst of the two, obviously. Right. I think the fact that they allowed JusTus to host kind of to me says they know potentially that it isn't going to be their best map, or you know, it could be JusTus's best map, so they're kind of going into it expecting to lose that. Yeah, I actually love the fact that JusTus is, you know, kind of like playing this out. They're like still going for flags. I mean, that's stats, awesome. Man. You gotta get those stats up, right? Well, it's also, you can kind of say Denial's probably sitting there, you know, in the lobby, or they're just kind of waiting, like, dude, like, end the game, like, what are you doing? And they just see the score keep going up, and it's you know, it's something that
the old Cole and the G teams used to do. You know, just run the score up, and it just really just makes the other team pretty angry, gets them frustrated going into that next game.
I love it. 9-0. I'm just thinking, if I'm a player right now, if I'm like Enable, Machilla, I'm like, yo, I'm getting my COD stats up, baby. I want to be #1 CPF player.
No one's player in the game.
I'm the best objective player in the game right now. I got 4 caps.
I mean, the only thing stopping the JusTus players from capping are the JusTus players who are just trying to gun each other down.
They've turned on each other at this point. Friendly fire is a factor at this point. Who is going to be able to get this flag? Machilla has it. He has 4 caps. He's going to be able to run that one home, and that's going to be 11-0.
Who's going to get the next one? Looks like Slack.
Enough time.
Looks like Slacked and Enable are going to gun this one out for another cap, but yeah, I don't think it's enough time.
11-0. Of course, players did leave, so the score doesn't tell the full story.
No, the score tells the full story. Benson's lying. They now got whooped on that map.
They got whooped. Well, they sure did. Now we're going to wait for Denal to host up game number 3, of course. Sorry, game number 4. I tell a lie. Yeah. JusTus 2-1 in the lead. For now, commercial break. When we return, we'll have that game 4.